like a friend of mine, but no friend of mine is asking for forgotten time. We're up in silence like some violent vine, but it's wrapped itself around my neck, it's growing fire.
One of the most important reasons why it's changed is all this new technology and the speed of which people can create all sorts of music and different styles of music. I think I might just represent a generation that grew up with way more exception of different genres being okay to explore. Where I think, 15, 20 years ago, if someone in Detroit or Chicago or New York chose to make house or techno music, they invested all of their money into, a 909, a 303, a sampler, and that was it. And they went with that. And I think there was a lot more ridicule back then, and not an understanding of just an openness of music then. I mean, I'm not saying nobody ever experimented with other styles, but I think it was more rigid back then. And I think DJs as a whole, represented techno. And then, back then there was just techno and house and maybe, deep house and some acid. And there was the genre was very limited. But now it's all totally changed. And to me, I don't think there are very many genres anymore. It's all blending together. So I'm just a reflection of this change and mentality. You can do whatever you want as long as it means something to you and it's good. And people will listen to it. Yeah. I grew up middle class, normal, in Texas. My father was a musician as well. He played guitar and was in various bands throughout his life, folk bands in the East Coast of the United States. And my mother was Russian, born on the way to America. And I just grew up with them, very loving, very nice parents who bought me synthesizers when I asked for one for Christmas and helped me build slowly a studio. So I had little Casios. And yeah, I remember getting the Casio, I think it's SK1 or some really little tiny Casio that had a sampling button so you could record maybe 2 seconds of your voice and play it on the keys. It was these little tiny keys. And I remember just thinking that was the most amazing thing in the world, being able to alter that. And then seeing movies like Ferris Bueller's Day Off and seeing his whole studio, and when he makes the cough and starts faking that he's really sick.
You see Alien?
Yeah, why? Hello?
Hi.
Hi, Ferris, how's your bod? Oh my God, you're dying?
Uh-oh.
Is it serious?
I don't know. I hope not. Think I may need a kidney transplant.
Shit. Are you upset?
Excuse me.
Think you'll be alive this weekend?
Yeah, I'd say I will.
Great, maybe I'll see ya. Bye.
Things like that would just mesmerize me. It's I wanted to be a tinkerer, I wanted to mess with sound ever since the beginning. to Detroit. I left my job in Ann Arbor, where the university was. I'd been there for 7 years, just saving cash, making money, like as I made it, nothing big. And I moved to Detroit with the plans of getting a job. And I knew somebody who owned a hotel, and I was maybe going to work a few days a week at the hotel, you know, doing the desk work or something. I went in for the interview, and then I came home, and I thought to myself, like, maybe this is the time where I don't take the job, and I just completely focus on touring and playing and doing the music full time. I mean, I'd been doing music the whole time. I'd been DJing. I had gigs. I was playing around, but it wasn't 100%. And yeah, it was a really big decision, and it was very liberating, you know, to make that official, like I don't have a job. You know, my job is music. And yeah, ever since then, that was it. That was when I became an official musician as a career. Yeah, I wouldn't say professional.